Closest to hear me.
Yep. You can't see the bikes.
You good?
Yeah, you can't see any of the bikes though.
Alright, cool. So we're at Kingdom of Kicks workshop in London, England, and it's raining like usual, like it always is in England. We're getting ready to set off for the ride with Sailor Jerry. So we're just sorting our bikes out this morning, getting stuff ready, making sure stuff works. So I just thought I'd go over the bikes that we're taking with us. I'll start with the new bike that we've just made. So this is 2016 Dyna Street Bob. So what we've done so far is put a tank, I found a tank lying on a shelf, so cut the underside of that out and put a Sportster fuel pump in, wired that in. The seat is a Lepera seat that I cut down, that I was running on my Dyna. The fender is from FL Panhead from last year's bike, leftover bits and pieces. The exhaust is Roland Sands Vance & Hines from W&W. We lowered it with progressive suspension in the front. What else have we done?
Tires.
Tires are Firestone Champion Deluxe on the front, and then kind of a repop Firestone thing on the back that Northants tyres do over here for these bikes actually. And then I've just flashed a Stage 1 tune on it with the Screaming Eagle Street Tuner, I think it's called, kit, which we did the other night. So took it for a test ride last night, and it definitely goes a bit better than the stock bike does. If people are saying shit, let me know.
Yeah, tons.
Yeah.
Cool, that sucks. Don't like it.
So I'm kind of slightly petrified to ride it in the wet with those brand new vintage tyres on, especially with the Stage 1 tune. It kind of goes pretty quick now. Yeah, so that's that bike. Now we'll go over to the Panhead I made last year. So this bike I only had 2 weeks to build for last year's ride. The first bike I bought, I went over to Los Angeles and had a 56 Panhead, completely rebuilt, polished, chromed, everything done, tranny done. Was going to run a VL front end, VL 21 brake, drum, had a straight leg frame, and unfortunately that got lost in customs and disappeared for about 6 months. So I finally got it out on like Christmas Day, I think it was. Sent my buddy Jeremy in Los Angeles down to the impound yard to pay them money to get it back. So we've got it somewhere in LA at the moment, I think. Hopefully it'll make it out wherever it is. So I bought this one two weeks before going on the ride last year. So it was kind of just a stock pan with aftermarket tins. So for this one I made like a custom pipe just off bits and pieces lying around the workshop. The tank was just a narrowed Sportster tank that a friend of mine narrowed, Sumo. The rear wheel I had laced to an Acron rim, running an 18 with the Coca Diamond tyre. The fender's just a chopped down ribbed fender. I was running a different front end last year. I was running brakeless Sportster. This year I found this front end, like an early Sportster hamburger drum, so I've swapped that over now, so at least I got a front brake, which in England's kind of handy. I recently just put front street cycle handlebars on that came from the States last week, which are a bit more swept back, so should be good for riding longer distance, a bit more comfortable. The only real thing I've done to the motor was, well, to the tranny, was replace the kickstart gear, as it was a bit worn and kind of hyperextended your leg every time you kicked it. It sucked. Yeah, do you want to maybe just show some of the bike? So this one. So this is the other bike I'm taking. This is just my like daily ride. 2016 Street Bob. Haven't done much to it. Swapped the wheels off the other bike, the other Dyna that we had. So it's got the mags off the Street Bob S, and then just put cartridge shocks on, which are like so much better than the stock ones. Made a sissy bar, and that's about it. It's good to go. Good for riding across Europe and stuff. Just starts on the dime, so it's cool. Should we go into the workshop?
Yeah, let's go on in.
So we'll just go into the workshop now. Just show you some other bikes I've got lying around.
It's crazy how many people are watching this.
So hopefully you can hear me. This is a Triumph I made for a friend of mine that's going to France. It's a T100, well, it's a 5TA, 3TA, T100 kind of mashup. Factory metalworks, bolt-on, hardtail, and then ribbed fender, and then kind of made the, well, it's a narrow peanut tank. Stock front end, but put a 21 on it, polished the wheel. The pipes aren't finished yet, but made the foot pegs that are just like twisted square tube, and then on the other side has got a, just using a chain for the brake stay. So I haven't really tested out the brake yet. It's still kind of just held together with sort of hopes and dreams. And then the paint was done by a friend of mine, Will Barris, who's a street artist over here in London. And that's that one. Maybe this one. And then this is my 1958 T110 Triumph. So this is one I race in DTRA flat track in the vintage class. So this has had complete rebuild on the engine, new valves, new guides, new barrels, pistons, rebore, rebuilt gearbox, but then it's still just sitting in a stock frame, stock suspension, stock rims. So it's all pretty soft and a bit spongy for flat track, but it kind of works for me. Then just running a later model slimline tank, which is a bit better to get your knee up. And then just running wide bars for flat track, which work. I'm pretty tall, like 6'4", so it's kind of a little midget bike for me, but it's good fun. I think that's us.
Oh, dude. In the first second.
No one got anything interesting to say?
Nice. Nice job. Nice bike. Nice, nice. Where are you going? Ooh, nice. Cool. Don't like it. Nice, nice. I love it. So cool. I'm jealous.
Oh, so, I think we're still live. So for the ride, we're doing the ride sponsored by
rental into the yard. Is it going to be in your way?
No, we'll figure it out.
It's only going to be for a little while.
Cool. So for the ride, we're going up to, well, it's meant to be a secret, but I think we figured out we're going up to Manchester. So I think we're going to be going around the Lake District, which is nice. I got my buddy Jeremy over from Los Angeles, so that'd be cool. Be able to show him around the north of England. Then there's two other teams, FTH from Wales, and then the Originals, who are some people made up from last year. So the other two places are Newquay and, well, Cornwall and Wales. So if anyone's in those areas, let us know and we'll try and drop in, or we'll keep you posted of where you can come, maybe drink with us or ride with us, or maybe let us know if you've got a couch we can sleep on or a spanner we can borrow, because we'll definitely be breaking down and we'll definitely be drinking and need places to stay. So yeah, hit us up if you're in the UK, in any of those spots. If you want to follow us on Instagram, you can go to Kingdom of Kicks _ the ride. So you can follow us on Instagram, and yeah, we've got our friend Tim who's flown over from Australia. He's going to be filming us. He shot a load of videos for Dice magazine and he's bringing his drones with him, so we should get some good videos, good photos, and generally have a good time, hopefully.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
All right, y'all.